So I'm standing here at the BioEurope in Hamburg, and with me I have the entire management team of Aptahem. I'm Mikael Lindstam, CEO. We have Luiza Jedlina, you're CSO, Chief Scientific Officer, and also Anders Bylock, who is Chief Medical Officer. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. Mikael, I would like to start with you. At the conference as BioEurope, which is the largest partnering conference in Europe, what are you hoping to achieve here today?
Well, we're hoping to achieve a few things, of course. We are always steadily looking for license partners or partners, collaborators, and we're also here to meet with already known potentials, let's say like that, continue the discussions that we have before, and it's to present new results. We have new results, of course, as we earlier announced from the NHP report and so forth, so that added a lot of new info to our let's say argument base and to actually sell and strongly show what we have in our portfolio.
And well, seeing as you are three people here with different roles in the company, Luiza, as Chief Scientific Officer, could you tell us a little bit about your role here in a partnering meeting?
Yes, my role, of course, everyone have different role here because I am the head of the science. It means that I have to explain for everyone how exactly Apta1 is working and explain the mechanism of action and try to tell about new potentials, maybe new patents, just show the way how we are working in develop process for create this drug. So this is my role, and everyone here is very important because everyone support each other to talk about different things from the different angle.
And Anders, you as a Chief Medical Officer, you've been with Aptahem for 3 years. And could you tell us about what's your role in these meetings?
I would say that my role is to clarify to these people that we meet the value to them and their companies that they represent. Having been working with, for example, anticoagulation with AstraZeneca and Boehringer Ingelheim for almost 3 decades, I have the other side in my perspective, and in some ways I think I know what they want to hear, and I can really give them the information that they need to move further up in their organizations.
And you're here mainly to present you have a primary candidate, Apta1, and focused on sepsis, which is an indication with a huge medical need. I mean, World Health Organization has said that it's about 40 million people globally and annually who are affected by sepsis, of which a fifth dies. What kind of interest do you see from the companies that you meet here, given that there's such a huge medical need?
Well, those who actually seek out and would like to invest and see new drug candidates for sepsis is, of course, quite many nowadays, and it's been in increase during several years now. And a lot of bigger pharma is really interested in this area, but it depends on what background they have and what knowledge they have. But they have acknowledged that this huge unmet need really need to have some new champions to actually cure such an awful syndrome that sepsis are actually, because there is no treatments today, and they're running for that right now. So
on a conference like BioEurope, you have all sorts of players. You have all the big pharmas are represented. You have quite many mid-sized pharmas. You have specialty pharmas. Also, quite a few investors are here. What type of players are you focusing on meeting here?
Well, we don't categorize them especially. It's about their background and their potential interest to invest or collaborate or make a license or whatever. I think that's the most important, because for us to reach out with such a complex condition as sepsis, or you need to have the background and understanding of such a sickness, and that means that you can quite easily target these people or these organizations that we need to talk to. And that could be mid-size, big pharma, biotech, the investors that like this part of area, of course.
And Luiza, as the Chief Scientific Officer, it's obvious that your role in the meetings is to talk about the specifics of your asset. Can you tell us about how open can you be in an initial meeting like this?
Yes, of course. I can say everything what we published, what is well known for everyone, and we can disclose every information because also there is some new patent possibilities, so we have to be a little bit careful, but we would like to make the potential partners very interested in to cooperate with us and help us to go to the market, because this is the main aim, to be here.
You can do, you can, let's say, approach such a system in different angles, and what we publish, of course, can be turned in another rational to make a better explanation and to also address the needs of the particular interest for a potential partner. So, we have a total creative process all the time to use the data and what is common or public knowledge when we address these interests, of course. So, there's many ways how to explain what we have without revealing. And of course, we have today ready data rooms, and for those who would like to dig deeper, we offer, of course, confidentiality agreements for those who want that. So, we are up and ready to disclose the fantastic results we have.
And speaking of the fantastic results, Anders, what can you tell us about what was actually the main reason why you started working with Aptahem?
Well, I thought it was an interesting feature that this Apta1 has anticoagulation properties, but it also has many more properties on the inflammatory side and etc. So we started out with animal studies with relevant and established sepsis models, mainly to try to seek where is the strong parts of the Apta1 molecule and where are the possible drawbacks. What we saw are actually outstanding reduction in mortality, which I think is the ultimate biomarker, because that is what my colleagues, physicians, want, and also the payers. When we look at this fantastic combination that we see from all these possibilities that Apta1 has, it is my personal dream to test this in the clinical setting as soon as possible, because I think that if we could see even a fraction of what we see in the animal studies in humans, it would be a breakthrough. So I'm very stimulated and interested in what may come, and I really hope that we can get into the human sepsis situation.
Well, you have a lot of exciting stuff to share with the potential partners. I know there's a very intense schedule at these meetings, so I would like to thank you once again all for taking the time to talk to us, and of course wish you good luck in your continuous meetings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.